Hello?
Hey, Nan. Are you still on your way?
Hey, Ned. No, I'm already here.
Oh, good. How close are you?
Getting closer all the time. I feel like I'm definitely near to a breakthrough.
Oh, cool. I can't wait.
It's hard to get people to talk, though.
Get people to talk?
Yes, I've managed to narrow down that the treasure is related to the ship somehow, but beyond that, I haven't figured out the specifics.
Nancy, what are you talking about? Are you on a case right now?
Well, of course. I'm in Iceland.
Nancy, do you know what today is?
Sunday?
It's our anniversary today. We had reservations for dinner, remember? I called to see if you were on your way to the restaurant, but I guess not.
Oh, no. Ned. Oh, Ned, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot.
Well, yeah, you being in Iceland and all. I figured. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You tend to get a little focused on cases. But, wow, Iceland, of all places.
I owe you a serious apology. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Nan. That's part of why we're celebrating this anniversary in the first place. You're passionate, and that's great, and part of why we're together. I've heard of getting stood up on an anniversary, but nothing quite like this. Just bring me an anniversary souvenir from your trip, okay?
Oh, you're the best, Ned. I'll make it up to you, I promise.
In the meantime, I'll just fill the hole in my heart with football and this pint of cookie Kringle ice cream. There's a game on tonight I really wanted to watch with Bert, so maybe it's cosmic fate. Anyways, if you're in Iceland, it must be a pretty interesting case.
It is. Lost treasure, a missing captain, and a town with a pile of secrets.
Sounds like the usual fare in Nancy world. Remember, you can give me a call anytime you want. Hint, hint, and wait for it. Stay cool.
Oh boy, that was just the worst.
Hey, you stood me up. Pretty sure I get a free pass on puns for eternity. Also, I've been at this restaurant for a while, and the waiter's glaring at me. I think I should get out of here.
Bye, Ned. I'll give you a call soon.
Bye.
It's out of gas. No dice. It might be a little cramped in there with both of us.
You'll need more money for that. Can I help?
What's your relationship like with Elizabeth?
Presently quite poor. She won't allow certain, members of the restoration team to access their work.
You mean Dagny?
Yes, but overall, she's quite a peach, that one. The only one who's ever shown me kindness. Truly a shame about her and Magnus, though.
Her and Magnus?
The force of their romantic split rocked the local mountains to their very core. I wonder if he's checked his voicemail since.
Have you always lived here?
For 12 years in total now. 2 before university, 10 after.
Others seem to think of you as an outsider. Gunnar especially.
Oh, for the love of... I was born 10 miles away!
And that means you don't live here?
To him, yes. To everyone, yes. It's preposterous. In their minds, I'll never be from Skiprot because I wasn't born here. Upper secondary school was a nightmare with these people.
I may not know much about Skiprot, but there are lots of unpleasant people in my line of work. Sometimes persistence helps.
Oh, I've tried. I've bent over backwards to put on this festival for them, and yet no one invites me out. I'm not welcome at the pub. Spending my birthday alone is getting to be a real downer.
I sense some bad blood between you and Gunnar.
It's more like Gunnar dumping bad blood onto me, repeatedly, while laughing. I try to be patient, given his history, but what a Neanderthal, that one. I can't reason with a man who only speaks fist. Between you and me, he's never been the same since that terrible crash years ago.
Crash?
I don't know that it's my place to speak of it, but his boat sank to the bottom of the bay, and he hasn't sailed since. Now he stays locked up in that pub of his.
I'll let you go.
Well, on with it.
Maybe later.
Yeah?
I need need to know who was present at the time of the festival.
I was there.
Who else did you see?
Only Gunnar. Elizabeth and Soren were thoroughly MIA. Although half of Iceland is probably related to itself, so people kinda look alike. Could have missed something.
What do you think of Gunnar?
In terms of the treasure, he tried to sabotage the festival last year, and the year before that. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a stunt of his.
Later.
Stay warm.
I'll need to find something to help translate these first. I'll need to find something to help translate these first. I'll need to find something to help translate these first. These must be the sounding charts from Magnus's notebook. I need to find those numbers and the locator compass he mentioned. These must be the sounding charts from Magnus's notebook. I need to find those numbers and the locator compass he mentioned. Only Dagny and Magnus have radio keys, apparently. This radio looks new, but the key's missing. This definitely looks like the original helm. Someone made off with some of the decorations, though.
Oh, hello.
So you and Soren work together?
Yes, we both run the festival. But people are not happy. They dislike him.
I'm definitely sensing some of that. Why?
Not one of us. He doesn't know our stories. No shared memories.
He mentioned that you've been kind to him.
Being his friend has a price here. You're either outside or inside in Skiprot. You cannot stand in the doorway. You will be driven out. We are not like Reykjavik, like a big city.
Sounds like people are trying to get rid of him. Ruining the festival would be a great way to do that, wouldn't it?
Your words, not mine. Regardless, he is welcome in my home and at my pub. I cannot always go against the town, but I can offer a warm meal and a listening ear.
I'm really sorry to hear about your and Magnus's breakup.
It hardly matters anymore.
I don't want to pry, but if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Here's one for your case file. I've known Magnus all my life. We dated 4 years. The winters are long and dark. We found each other in that darkness, but then he went through hard times. He became obsessed over the ship. His world narrowed, and soon there was no room left for me. That's the end of it.
Is there anything more you haven't told me about Magnus?
No. Guess you'll have to leave now.
You know him better than anyone. I don't believe that for an instant. I need your help, Elizabeth. I need to know what you know.
He is quiet, thoughtful, keenly obsessive. First over his dog, then over his writing, then over me, then over the ship.
Why would someone like him be hunting for gold in the first place?
He has certain intentions with the treasure.
Which were...
A boat of his own. He desperately wants to leave town, leave Iceland.
I thought he was a captain already.
Oh, he is. But for wealthy people, private clients. Never his own boat, never his own destination. He dreams of living like the old captains, sailing wherever the wind takes him.
I see. So the treasure would allow him to fulfill that dream.
Here, have this. Magnus left it at my place. After we broke up, he called me looking for it. But I hid it. It looks like it might be the key to open some kind of box. But I've never seen any box like that before. I don't know why I kept it for myself. Maybe I wanted to see whatever it was he saw in this hunk of driftwood.
Thanks, Elizabeth. I'm going to get to the bottom of this mess. So, what's behind the mystery door?
Just an old broom closet?
Can I see?
No.
Not even a hint?
Go away.
Magnus's notebook mentioned this. The 4 chart numbers must add up to 86. These must be the sounding charts from Magnus's notebook. I need to find those numbers and the locator compass he mentioned.
Get out of there!
I didn't think it was possible to be this cold.
Can't you go inside?
They keep asking people to fix this broken heater so I can watch over my ship. You know what Gunnar told me? Freeze for all I care. He is the worst human being.
Maybe I can help you out with that heater then.
Do you know how to do machine things?
I've picked up a few things.
I don't care what they say. You're okay, Nancy Drew. Sorry, can't talk, need heat, teeth freezing into tiny icicles.
The pub's around the corner. You could always go inside.
Or you could fix the heater. Gee, I wonder which of us will cave first. So we're gonna do this middle management style. That is, you do the work and I supervise. Each of those circuit pieces will attach anywhere on this board, but there are special numbers you've got to watch out for. Covered numbers add together to give that piece a total value. If you can use all 5 pieces to hit all 5 target values, the heater will be fixed.
You know, I'm actually not sure that's how electricity works.
Oh yeah? Okay. Where'd you get your PhD in electricitology again?
If you know this much, why haven't you tried to fix it yet?
Hey, if I had to do all the hard thinking around here, you'd be out of a job.
So, where'd you come from?
The United States?
Hey, me too. Where in the U.S.?
South-ish.
I'd just like to get to know you a little.
I went to school, and then I had a job, and then I was married, and then I wasn't. And now I have another job involving definitely legal treasure hunting activities. That's me.
Are you like this with everyone?
Anyone who isn't paying me. If you want to write me a check, I can tell you a sad backstory and we both can pretend it's real.
That was the strangest wiring panel I've ever seen. But I think the heat's on.
Toasty. Feels just like home. By the by, have you been up to Magnus's cabin yet?
He has a cabin? Up in the hills?
Elizabeth keeps a key in her bag. Talk about refusing to let go. But there's no way she'd ever give it to you.
So, I'll need to find a way to get her off that deck.
If I were you, I'd get a little sneaky about it.
So, how long were you working on the ship project?
About 2 years, on and off a bit. Magnus supervised the rebuilds. I provided the cash.
Well, that's a long time to hang around in Iceland. Have you been in Skipbrot all that time?
No. I think the locals would have offed me by now if that were the case. I don't like to stay in one place for too long.
Why's that?
If you stay in one place, people start to need you and feel things about you and all that icky, weird stuff. I'm not really the having friends type.
I'd like to think you and I are on friendly terms.
What is this? Are we gonna hold hands and sing campfire songs now? Get lost, Drew. Find my gold.
Elizabeth seems like she's withholding information.
She still seems pretty intense about Magnus as far as I can tell. And she thinks the treasure belongs to her. I've seen some exes do some pretty wild things when they're going through the stages of grief. That's why when I end a relationship, I just move to a different continent and change my phone number. So much easier than doing the whole breakup thing.
That must be exhausting.
Let's just say I don't really do mailing addresses anymore.
I found a radio on board, but I need a key to turn it on. Can I borrow yours?
Here you go.
Hey, that was easy. Now, how do I operate the thing?
I don't know. I don't have radio experience. I have business experience.
Figures. Well, thanks anyway. I'll let you go.
Toodles.
Gunpowder. Looks like someone wrote a note for themselves.
Hi.
So, you attended the festival, right?
Present and accounted for, naturally.
Interesting. Dagny says you weren't there.
I was up in Old Stulka, manning the controls for our audio. That's the tower right outside this center. People very rarely look up, I've found, which is a shame. Lots of nifty things in that direction.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
That'll show them I'm a political force to be reckoned with. Maybe if I save a little more. I'll need to earn some money first. Hello? Hello? No one's there.
Magnus? Magnus, is that you?
Guess again.
Uh-oh.
Who is this?
Wait, I can explain. I didn't know he was going to go missing, and okay, so I haven't filled out all the daily logs for the guy in months, and yes, okay, so I napped through all of the training videos, but I didn't mean to, and I guess what I'm saying is please don't fire me.
I'm not here to fire you.
So you're not working with my boss?
Nope.
Oh man, that's a relief. Well then, this is Control Tower number 32, Operator Alex Lintrong speaking.
Hi, Alex. I'm Nancy. What's all this about the daily logs and a missing person?
Magnus. He's gone, isn't he? I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to get in trouble.
What did you hear?
Some pretty messed up stuff. I don't know if I can tell you.
Why not?
Whoever took him, they might come after me too. And if my boss finds out someone went missing on my watch and I didn't report it, look, I need this internship. If I get fired here, I'll be a barista until I die. I'm allergic to coffee, man. I can't go back. I can't go back to that life.
Alex, slow down and stay calm. I need your help. If what you're saying is true, Magnus might be in serious danger. Tell me what you heard, and it'll stay between the two of us.
Okay, I heard Magnus calling in early morning, same as always, just to say hi around 6. Then we started chatting, just like we always do. He was excited about the ship he was piloting. He said it was his baby. He started pulling into Skipbrot Harbor. I heard a voice on board, I mean. He went to go check it out, left the radio on. I heard shouting, fighting, then nothing. Just silence.
That's not good. I think this investigation just went from missing persons to abduction.
It's dark out there, and the water's cold. But I know he didn't go on his own. That's why I'm keeping my head down.
Was the voice you heard male or female?
I couldn't tell. I was too freaked out, and they were too distant. I hope he's okay.
I need a way to distract someone on board this ship.
So you can do what exactly?
Snoop through their stuff.
Hey, at least you're honest about it. Acceptance is the first step to healing. Yeah, I can help.
What do I do?
Hold up, Klepto. I've got a favor to ask first.
Okay, name your price.
There's a lighthouse near Skipbrook. You can probably see it from town. But the light's busted right now. If you can get up there and fix that light, it means I can stay here at HQ with my cup of tea and giant snuggle blanket.
I'll give it a whirl.
My cell number is 978-555-0139. Give me a call when you're standing in front of the light. I'll tell you what to do next.
What did you mean by daily logs earlier?
There are these logs I'm supposed to fill out whenever a vessel passes through us.
So, are they filled out?
Kind of. I turned one sheet into an homage to my relationship with my mom, another into this super cool drawing of a whale. I haven't been keeping tabs on vessels as well as I should be.
How cool are we talking?
The coolest! I actually stapled it to my cubicle wall, and regardless, I don't have any records of Magnus going through our waters.
What can you tell me about Magnus?
He's totally weird. Good weird. Not serial killer weird. He's one of those people who rarely speaks, but when they do, it's the most interesting thing you've heard in days. He bottles up thoughts and distills them.
Oh, interesting. Can you tell me about Elizabeth?
Ah, the infamous Seta.
Seta?
It means cutie.
Oh, a pet name.
I know, total barf, right? The hours I spent listening to that guy alternatively complain about her and pine for her. I could write novels. Talk about star-crossed lovers.
They've broken up now.
Yeah, that's the last thing he told me before he went missing. You know, the longer I talk, the more suspicious that sounds.
Have you met Dagny?
Is that the super mercenary one? Always freezing, kinda sassy?
Sounds like her.
She used to call me all the time. Always tried to get information about Magnus's plans to come in and out of harbor. Joke's on her. I'm so disorganized, I can't match my sock colors, let alone keep records of Magnus's charting. She always wanted to know when he'd be gone. I never told her, obviously.
What was she trying to do in his absence?
No clue. But I did some internet stalking on her, one of my many talents. I found out she's wanted in the States for skimming some cash off a treasure find in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, that explains why she's been hanging around in Iceland, I guess. What do you know about Soren?
That guy who runs the festival?
Yes.
He's worked with us a few times. Always seems like there's something just under the surface with that one. Cheerful and yet angry. Or bitter. Like he was holding something back. They say Icelanders never forget a grudge.
They do.
And by they, I actually just mean me.
Any other information for me?
Not really. Mostly I just kick it in this cubicle and keep my Tall Ships lifestyle blog updated. It's called Ship Facts. Want to hear about it?
Well, sure. Educate me.
Okay. Ship fact. The forecastle on a ship refers to the upper forward deck of a sailing ship, but it's pronounced forecastle.
Why's that?
Try pronouncing it like an English sailor with no formal education. Forecastle. Forecastle. Over time it whittled down. Get it?
Hey, that's pretty neat. Who are you?
Just a lowly undergrad assigned to a cubicle, a pair of headphones, and a computer. I'm here on an internship for my maritime psychology degree. My parents said I'd never find a paying job. Shows them. Me and Magnus, we were kind of buddies. I mean, we never met or anything, but whenever he'd radio in, he always wanted to chat. Not a lot of people want to chat with the intern.
Are you from around here?
Nope. Massachusetts.
So, what are you doing here?
Whoa. Deep. I gotta think about that one. I mean, what are any of us doing in this crazy, messed up world, you know?
No, I mean in Iceland, in a control tower, that stuff.
Oh, that. I work in the harbor controller's office. I keep track of ship movement and speak with anyone taking a ship to harbor in Iceland.
What on earth is a maritime psychology degree?
I have a 30-page thesis answering exactly that question, but it can all be boiled down to 2 words. Sailor feelings.
Oh, interesting. Can I hear another ship fact?
How about this? Before 1865, captains sometimes had difficulty finding people interested in joining their crew. So they just started kidnapping them. They'd pay a big guy to go around a popular harbor, knock young men unconscious, and not wake them up until they were far out to sea. This was called press ganging. One particularly evil press ganger even threw himself a fake birthday party specifically to attract kidnapping victims. Of course, justice was served when he himself was press ganged a few years later.
Can I hear another ship fact?
Cool fact. Most people think all pirates were men, but that's not true at all. In fact, there were dozens of famous lady pirates in the 16th and 17th centuries. One of them, Jacquot de Lay, was born in Haiti. After her mother died and her father was killed, she became one of the most feared pirates in the Caribbean. At one point, she faked her own death during a battle. She went undercover and pretended to be a man for years. When she finally revealed her true identity, other pirates gave her the nickname Back from the Dead Red because of her bright red hair.
Goodbye.
See ya. Are you in front of that lighthouse bulb yet?
Not quite yet.
Then stop calling me, weirdo.
These must be the sounding charts from Magnus's notebook. I need to find those numbers and the locator compass he mentioned.
Ned Nickerson, at your service.
It's me.
Whoa, you actually called.
Hey, don't sound so surprised.
No, it's a good thing. Trust me, I'm happy. Bert's over and we're just watching the game.
Hey, tell Nancy I say hi.
Bert says hi.
Hi, Bert. Hope you two are having fun.
Did she say hi back?
Yes, Nancy also says hi.
How's she doing? I haven't seen her in forever.
Bert wants to know how you're... okay, wait. What am I, a megaphone? This is girlfriend-boyfriend chat time, dude. Whew. Now then, how's it going? What'd you want to talk about?
So, you asked for a souvenir.
Oh, right. I did, didn't I? I'm not totally sure what an Icelandic souvenir is, honestly.
Right now, I'm thinking... something cool.
I get it. 'Cause it's Iceland.
Pun not intended this time.
Are we talking cool or Nancy Fanny Pack Drew cool?
Are you saying I'm uncool?
No. Nope. Definitely not.
Okay, let's go with Nancy Cool then.
Sure. I'm always down for Nancy cool. Surprise me. Speaking of surprises, I have something for you, too. I guess it should have been a tip-off you'd forgotten about the anniversary when you didn't go, rummaging through my closet for your gift.
I did that?
You don't remember? 2 years ago? And the year before that, I had to put it in my dad's wall safe? And you still cracked the code? I swear you're like a human bloodhound or something.
Sorry, I'm not really good with surprises. Are you going to tell me what it is this time?
Nope. In fact, this one didn't even need a safe. Guess you'll have to wait and see.
About the guy who went missing.
Is he Icelandic?
Yes, his name is Magnus, and he's one of the people who's been looking for the treasure.
So, did he get kidnapped or disappear on his own?
That's the million-dollar question. What I do know, he's been piecing this mystery together for years now, longer than anyone else.
Well, if you follow his tracks, they'll probably lead you to him either way. If you pay extra attention to any clues that came from Magnus, they might spell something out.
Everyone in this town hates me.
Come on, Nancy, I'm sure they don't hate you.
Well, they hate the questions I'm asking, that's for sure.
Nah, look at it this way. You know those shows on the Nature Channel about animal behavior?
Sure.
There's this awesome new one called Bear vs. Wasp. Bert and I are totally hooked. Spoiler alert, the bears win. But one of the coolest things you see is the pre-bear wasp behavior. Wasps have to lay their eggs inside moth larvae, so they're all fighting like crazy over the best larva they can find. They're killing each other right and left. And then suddenly a bear comes along and wham! Just takes a chunk out of their hive. And suddenly the wasps don't care about the larvae anymore. They're all about this crazy bear invader. They unite against the bear. Because a wasp fighting another wasp is an individualized threat, but a bear fighting a wasp is a threat to the entire hive's safety. You know what I mean?
I think you just compared me to a bear.
A really cute bear.
Thanks.
What I mean is, in a small town, the hive has a set order. Anything which might disrupt that order is a bigger enemy than any internal arguments. So it's not you, and it's not your fault. They're just acting on instinct.
For some weird reason, that actually makes me feel better. Thanks, Ned. The time of day never changes here. It's dark even in the middle of the day. We're very far north.
Wow, can you see the Aurora Borealis?
It's out right now.
I wish I were there with you.
Me too. It's beautiful here, Ned. Beautiful, but dark and slightly menacing.
My favorite kind of vacation spot.
What's Bert doing over there?
I didn't tell you? Bert's my new roommate.
Doesn't Bert already have a roommate? What happened?
Oh, man. His roommate started getting really into buying eggs.
Well, what's wrong with that?
No, I mean fertilized eggs. Like for chicken breeding. Have you ever seen a dorm room full of chickens?
You know, I really can't say I have.
It's a life experience, let me tell you. Anyways, the rooster calls at dawn got to be a little much. Bert's a bit noise sensitive, you know, and he decided to move out. We have a vacancy in our house, so he's living at my pad now. We also apparently have a new pet chicken.
Yeah, but just one.
Yeah, just one. I put a hard limit on that.
It sounds like fun. What's the chicken's name?
We're still debating on it. He's a feisty one. Got any suggestions?
Something elegant.
Nancy says elegant.
How about Mr. Darcy?
Pretty sure that's a name already, Bert. You can't use that name.
I don't care. It sounds elegant.
Okay. We'll call it a work in progress.
Hey, I like that name.
Anyways, that's how Bert and I started living together, to make a long story short.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This case has me stumped. I was called here on a missing persons investigation, but I'm starting to think things might go much deeper than that.
Lay it on me. Maybe I can help with the case.
Later.
Bye now.